Hello everybody, and welcome back to Matches and Matrimony, a Pride and Prejudice Tale. I'm super excited in this video, because we are going to dance with Mr. Darcy. Finally! I played through this game 3 times trying to figure out what it is you have to do to get him to dance with you in this chapter. It turns out I made a mistake in chapter 2 when I was talking with him and the sisters. But I'm not making the mistake now, and now he is going to dance with us. Of course, the zombie killer doesn't really like Mr. Darcy. She's more excited about dancing with Mr. Wickeby. Blinded by prejudice? Alright, so we had Pride in chapter 2, and now we have Prejudice. Okay, this is definitely a game based off of Pride and Prejudice. Here's Lydianne and Mr. Denny. And we have some bad news, everybody. Mr. Wickeby is not here. And now our character is very upset because she was dreaming about dancing with Mr. Wickeby, and now he's not here. Yes, Elizabeth really doesn't want to talk to Mr. Denny. She is very, very upset that Mr. Wickeby is not here. So Jane tries to calm her sister down. Really? Mr. Darcy? Mr. Wickeby didn't show up because he was afraid of running into Mr. Darcy? What a lame excuse for not going to a ball. Hey, Mr. Bingley! Mr. Bingley, how's it going? Alright, so of course the zombie killer is going to be nice and let her sister get along with Mr. Bingley. Aw man, Mr. Collins. So, where's Mr. Darcy? I thought we were going to dance with Mr. Darcy. We are going to dance with Mr. Darcy, right? Oh, here's Charlotte. Please, Charlotte. Just call me Zombie Killer. Alright, so everybody is feeling sorry for the zombie killer. They're very upset that her crush did not show up to the dance. And now her hopes have been crushed. Poor Elizabeth Zombie Killer. Hey, Mr. Darcy. Alright, he totally wants to dance with us. Whoa, did you see that? Zombie Killer responded like a zombie. Okay, I seriously need to stop calling her Zombie Killer. It looks like Elizabeth is going to dance with Mr. Darcy. Come on, Elizabeth. Don't fight him. Don't fight him. Alright, let's talk. You need to have a conversation with Mr. Darcy while they're dancing. Seriously, Mr. Darcy? Come on, we know you want to say more. Say something, Darcy. Alright, this is funny. She is teaching him how to make small talk. If you don't have a lot of energy, you won't be able to dance for very long, obviously. And they're dancing. They're dancing. Do I need to click again? Okay, I need to click again. Do you talk by rule then while you are dancing? Sometimes. One must speak a little, you know. It would look odd to be entirely silent for half an hour together. Though for some, I think their conversation ought to be so arranged so they may say as little as possible. Oh, she's totally talking about Mr. Collins. Ah, Mr. Wickeby. Is this really a good conversation topic, Hortensia? I mean, Elizabeth Hortensia, the zombie killer? Ah, Lady Lucas. Aw, and Mr. Bingley and Jane are falling in love. Interesting. Does Mr. Darcy have a problem with our sister and Mr. Bingley? Let me see. What do we think of books? I'm going to have to save. I don't want to get the wrong answer here. Okay, I'm going to say we can't enjoy the same books. And I'm going to question Mr. Darcy. Right, I'm pretty sure this is what you have to do. This makes Mr. Darcy like you. You know what? She has a point. Some people like him, some people don't like him. But everybody agrees that Mr. Darcy is awesome. Wow, these guys have been dancing forever. Alright, you're welcome, Mr. Darcy. Oh, Mr. Collins, let's just skip over Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins wants to talk to Mr. Darcy because Mr. Darcy's aunt is this person that Mr. Collins really likes. And what am I doing here? Mr. Bingley's sisters, they don't like me. Very strange, the dance with Mr. Darcy. I cannot make his character out at all. Alrighty, so that was an interesting week. We got to dance with Mr. Darcy. That is the end of Chapter 7. And let me see, does Mr. Darcy like us now? Does he like me more? No, not Mr. Denny. I don't care about Mr. Denny. I think Mr. Darcy likes us now more than he did at the beginning of this video. Awesome!